Hello and welcome to the show that's more British than a queue for tea during a rainstorm. It's not as charming as it sounds. We're diving deep into the UK's higher education system, and spoiler alert, it's not all sunshine, crumpets and effortless eloquence. Sure, the UK boasts some of the world's most prestigious institutions, places where the libraries probably smell like rich mahogany and the ghosts of Nobel laureates. But let's be honest, choosing where to plant your intellectual flag for a few years is a big decision, one that shouldn't be made based on how quickly a university's name rolls off the tongue after a few pints. We're talking about a country where a sausage roll is considered a perfectly acceptable lunch, and where people apologise to furniture they've accidentally bumped into. Lovely folks, the Brits, but their education system, well, it's got a few more quirks than a plate of jellied eels. So grab your brolly, make yourself a cuppa, and let's unpack the hidden challenges lurking beneath the surface of those hallowed halls. It's time to separate the bangers from the Brexit-induced blunders, educationally speaking, of course. Let's address the elephant in the room, or rather the extortionate rent gobbling up student loan payments faster than you can say mind the gap. Cities like London, Edinburgh and Manchester, known for their vibrant culture and even more vibrant price tags, might leave you wondering if they've mistaken student budgets for those of oil tycoons. We're talking rent, groceries and transport costs that could make even a frugal accountant weep into their spreadsheets. And for international students dealing with currency exchange rates, well, let's just say the pound sterling isn't exactly known for its charitable conversion rates. Imagine this, you've just finished a grueling all-nighter, fueled by instant noodles and the sheer will to succeed. You step out for a breath of fresh air, only to be greeted by the sight of your rent payment cheerfully skipping away with your dreams of ever owning a house. It's enough to make you want to trade your textbooks for a pitchfork and join the revolution, demanding affordable housing for all. Now, onto the main attraction, the reason we're all gathered here today, the eye-watering cost of tuition. Domestic students in England, bless their cotton socks, face a maximum of £9,250 per year. But hold on to your monocles, because for international students that figure skyrockets faster than a SpaceX launch, reaching a stratospheric £30,000 to £40,000 annually for prestigious programs like medicine or MBAs. And then there's Brexit, lurking in the shadows like a party pooper with a penchant for red tape. Remember when EU students enjoyed the same affordable fees as their British counterparts? Those days are gone, vanished like a politician's promise during an election campaign. Now, they too face the dreaded international fees, leaving many wondering if a degree in economics from a UK university includes a complimentary crash course in bankruptcy. Picture this. You've aced your exams, secured your place at a top-tier university, and you're ready to embrace the quintessential student experience. But wait, there's a slight hiccup. Finding a place to live that doesn't resemble a dungeon or require you to take out a second mortgage. Universities often struggle to provide enough on-campus housing, thrusting students into the cutthroat world of private rentals. Cities like Bristol and Glasgow, bursting with charm and student appeal, become battlegrounds where demand for decent housing outstrips supply faster than you can say shared bathroom. We're talking sky-high rents, fierce competition, and enough stress to turn even the most easygoing student into a caffeine-fueled insomniac. So if you're considering studying in the UK, pack your patience, your negotiation skills, and maybe a tent just in case. Congratulations, graduate. You've navigated the academic labyrinth, emerged victorious with a degree in hand, and now you're ready to conquer the professional world. But wait, what's this? The UK job market, armed with its own set of hurdles and hoops, is ready to test your mettle once more. While the graduate route visa, introduced in 2021, offers a glimmer of hope, allowing international students to stay and work for 2 to 3 years, securing long-term employment is about as easy as finding a decent cup of coffee in a country obsessed with tea. Brexit, never one to miss an opportunity to complicate matters, has thrown a spanner in the works, reducing EU job mobility and sending some industries packing for mainland Europe. So graduates, polish those CVs, practice your networking skills, and prepare for a job hunt that's more challenging than explaining the offside rule to an American. British culture, a delightful blend of politeness, sarcasm, and a deep-seated love for queuing. But for international students, adapting to the nuances of British life can be a tad trickier than mastering the art of brewing the perfect cuppa. From the perpetually grey skies that seem to weep more often than a soap opera star to social norms that might leave you scratching your head in bewilderment, integrating into British society can feel like learning a whole new language, one where quite good can mean anything from mediocre to absolutely fantastic. And then there's the elephant in the room, the issue that shall not be named, xenophobia and racism. While the UK is generally a tolerant and welcoming place, reports of discrimination, particularly post-Brexit, can cast a shadow on the experiences of some international students. So pack your sense of humour, your tolerance for all things soggy, and a healthy dose of resilience, because navigating British culture requires more than just a phrasebook and an umbrella. The NHS, Britain's beloved, albeit slightly beleaguered healthcare system, a beacon of hope for those seeking affordable medical care. But hold on a minute, because for international students, accessing this cherished institution comes at a price. A hefty surcharge of £776 per year, on top of those already eye-watering visa fees. Now, don't get us wrong, the NHS is a remarkable institution, providing essential medical care to all, regardless of their ability to pay. But those long wait times for non-emergency treatment, it's enough to make you consider booking a flight back home to see a doctor, especially if your ailment is anything less than life-threatening. Chapter 7. Academic Pressure Cooker Thriving and Surviving in a High-Pressure Environment. Welcome to the world of UK universities, where academic excellence is celebrated, intellectual curiosity is nurtured, and the pressure to succeed is more intense than a Wimbledon final. Top universities, with their rigorous workloads and competitive environments, can feel like pressure cookers, transforming even the most laid-back student into a caffeine-fueled, sleep-deprived shadow of their former selves. And while universities offer support services for students struggling to cope, these resources are often stretched thinner than a student budget during exam season. So, if you're planning on joining the ranks of the UK's academic elite, pack your A-game, your resilience, and maybe a therapist's phone number, just in case. Chapter 8. Transportation Troubles Navigating the UK's Pricey Public Transport. The joys of public transport in the UK. A system that's as charmingly unpredictable as the British weather and often just as expensive. From the iconic red buses of London to the train network connecting cities across the land, getting around can put a dent in your budget faster than you can say Oyster card. And if you're dreaming of exploring those picturesque countryside villages or hopping between cities on a whim, prepare to shell out more than just a few quid. Train travel, while efficient, can be more expensive than a gourmet meal unless you've mastered the art of booking months in advance. So, pack your walking shoes, embrace the occasional bus adventure, and maybe invest in a fold-up bike. Your wallet will thank you. Remember Brexit, that political earthquake that shook the UK to its core? Well, its aftershocks continue to reverberate through the hallowed halls of academia. From reduced access to EU research funding and collaboration opportunities to the exodus of EU students and staff facing new visa hurdles, Brexit has left its mark on the UK's academic landscape. Imagine this, you're a researcher on the cusp of a groundbreaking discovery, only to find your funding drying up faster than a puddle in the Sahara. Or you're an EU student dreaming of studying at a prestigious UK university, only to be met with a wall of bureaucratic red tape and visa fees. Brexit, it seems, has created an academic climate as unpredictable as the British weather, and just as likely to leave you reaching for an umbrella. The UK visa application process, a bureaucratic labyrinth designed to test your patience, your organisational skills, and your ability to decipher official jargon. From gathering mountains of paperwork to proving you have enough funds to support yourself without resorting to busking on the tube, securing a student visa is no walk in the park. And once you've navigated that hurdle, don't think the fun stops there. Switching to a work visa post-graduation involves more paperwork, more fees, and enough uncertainty to make you consider a career change to professional gambler. So, arm yourself with a sturdy folder, a good immigration lawyer, and a healthy dose of perseverance. You're going to need it. Let's talk about the weather in the UK, a topic that's as predictable as it is potentially soul-crushing. For those hailing from sun-drenched lands, the UK's perpetually grey skies and penchant for drizzle can be a bit of an adjustment. Like swapping a beachside hammock for a damp raincoat and a stiff upper lip. And while the UK's weather might not be conducive to year-round sunbathing or spontaneous picnics, it does offer a unique opportunity to embrace indoor activities, like exploring world-class museums, cozying up in charming pubs, or perfecting the art of brewing a proper cup of tea. Just don't forget your umbrella, you're going to need it. So there you have it, the good, the bad, and the downright soggy reality of pursuing higher education in the UK. It's a country that offers exceptional academic opportunities steeped in history and prestige, but also one that comes with its fair share of challenges. While the UK offers exceptional academic opportunities, these challenges, especially financial burdens, visa complexities, and post-Brexit uncertainties, require careful consideration. Prospective students should weigh these factors against their personal goals, budget, and resilience to cultural adaptation. For some, countries like Canada, Australia, or Germany may offer better cost-of-living balances or post-study opportunities. Researching specific universities, cities, and scholarships can mitigate these challenges. Ultimately, the decision of whether to study in the UK is a personal one, and one that requires careful consideration and thorough research.